Yeah, rip those. I don't think they will stay though.
Ignis is dead down as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Well, I don't think they will. No, we killed her. We're at Mimeron. We killed her.
Of course, the elite is alive again.
They've locked the doors. We don't have enough firepower to get through. Cortana to Keys.
Don't summon them yet,
See, I should have just ripped through here the first time.
so that they do not get saved for nothing.
Later.
Our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system. Cortana to Echo 419. Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact with you. Here are your weapons. Use any tools necessary. When you get to the facility, confine the
April, are the Paladins staying or not?
We have to get to the center before the Covenant is
I know, no.
Tell this the people No, players. So. At the same time, you should write. But everywhere will drop always. Someone said.
17. Not sure.
hold on. Test? Yeah, I can't bother typing messages. Yeah, I play on the server from time to time, but like it's hard to commit to a... Hold on. Test? Oh wait, yeah. Right. I thought I was still on Discord, but it's just my voice. Oh. Hold on. 4, 2, what's my gate score? So, yeah, I mean I do play on the server, I'm in a guild, I'm in a raiding guild, but the issue is, because I spent so much time making videos, it's very hard to commit to raid times. Because, for instance, like we had certain raid days this week, and I was like, just totally forgot we were raiding. And I'm like, what did I do that night? Oh yeah, I was just making a video. Sometimes I make videos until like 1 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, I just forget that I have to commit to a raid schedule because I'm like, work comes first, making videos comes first, so sometimes I just forget, like, oh yeah shit, I was meant to raid tonight, and I just totally forget. That's my excuse anyway. Oh, thanks Sean, welcome to the stream by the way. I might have to stream someone else though because there's nothing happening on the server right now. You don't invite Quelf Glass people? Well, dude. What does that mean? I don't invite Quelf Glass people. Well, I don't know. What? That is weird, like, apparently this guy doesn't invite Quelf Glass people. Are you guys seeing the chat here? I know, but just... This guy won't invite me because my guild has a bad reputation. Oh well. This guy won't invite me. I'll have to do some dungeons instead. Playing Unholy in Wrath Release and not Blood. I wouldn't play Blood Death Knight if it was the last specialisation on Earth. I wouldn't do that if you paid me. Used to be called Finisher. Just trying to sweet talk myself into this group. I don't think it's working. Oh, someone just left. Hope you guys can see the chat. It's pretty funny. This guy just won't invite me because of the guild I'm in. It's really weird. I'm just chatting shit. Alright, yeah, I mean, the original Blood Death Knight was amazing. But Unholy was so much better. In fact, every single spec for Death Knight was amazing. Every single part of Death Knight was absolutely amazing. But Unholy Death Knight is the way to go. Every time. It is the coolest spec ever. Test, test. Tell me if the game volume is too loud. I want the game volume to be loud enough, but you know, I don't want it to be drown out my voice. But yeah, I mean, the original Blood spec was pretty cool. I mean, just look at it. Look at on the original Blood spec. It was awesome. Blade barrier was pretty cool. Trying to think of some other really cool talents. Mark of Blood was awesome. Just really loads of healing. What else was really cool? This, like, raid-wide buff? How random's that? Raid-wide buff. Improved Blood Presence was also really cool. You just heal a ridiculous amount. Hysteria was also so fun. Ridiculously powerful DPS cooldown, which actually drained your health as well. Very Warlock type. And then Bloodworms. Bloodworms are awesome. Bloodworms are a bit scary. Bit Stranger Things, but pretty cool. Like, when Bloodworms procs, you pretty much feel like you're in some kind of Stranger Things episode. Let's have a look at this spec a bit more. Oh, Vampiric Blood. Another great cooldown. And then, oh, Dancing Rune Weapon. Can't beat a bit of that. And Will of Necropolis, basically like, Paladins, whatever you call it. Paladin have a very similar ability to Will of Necropolis. That kind of life-saving ability. But this is the way to go, dude. I mean, Unholy Death Knight was like a scary spec. You know what I mean? When I first played Death Knight, I was like, these two specs, I kind of like the look of these. But this was like, ooh, this looks a bit scary. This is a bit too advanced for me. Bit scary. Definitely the best spec in the game, though. I enjoyed Wrath Tanking, Blood, Ventilator Frost. Well, the thing is, you don't really, like, as a tank, you can barely say that, oh, I'm a Frost Death Knight tank or a Blood Death Knight tank, because the specs were just so hybrid that you could barely even say that you were, like, Frost spec, really, could you? I mean, there was just so... I mean, let me look at tank builds. I mean, I do actually have tank build here. So my tank build mostly specs into Blood. Actually, to be fair, you could probably just say you're a Blood Death Knight. But this is my tank spec. And yeah, it's... to be fair, some builds do hybrid more into other specs. Mine for some reason doesn't. Every spec could tank, but Blood wasn't the exclusive tanking spec. Well, there's no such thing as an exclusive tanking spec in Wrath, which was really strange. But also, I think it was better. It's like... Death Knight... Playing a Death Knight, you could just do what the hell you actually wanted to do. Every spec could do everything. Like, you can DPS as a Blood Death Knight, DPS as a Frost Death Knight, DPS as an Unholy Death Knight. You can tank as a Blood Death Knight, you can tank as a Frost Death Knight, and then tanking as an Unholy Death Knight was less optimal but still kind of fun. A lot more versatility to the class than in retail, where everything is just totally trimmed down and standardized. Yeah, what class and race are you planning on rolling in for classic release date? By the way, welcome to the stream, Ike, Sulzberger and Charm. So, and Cole and Aggie. That's a nice name, Aggie. My My auntie's dog is called Aggie. Anyway, I think I've set my mind on Rogue. And I think I've also set my mind on Human Rogue, even though I recently made a video saying I was going to play Night Elf Rogue. I've decided I don't like the animations for the... Shit, that went up. Oh, fuck. I shit a breakdown because I thought I spilled a drink. May have not realised, but I've had a bit to drink. Like, alcohol. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, like, I recently made a video saying that I set my mind on Night Elf Female Rogue, because I really like the animations, but for some reason I don't know why, but it just gone off them. So I'm just gonna make a human male rogue. That's what I'm going for, because I really like the dual wielding animations for human rogue. I also like the starting area. I like Westfall. I hate Darkshore. You know, that kind of thing. And it so happens that humans are the best racials for rogue anyway, so that's a plus. You think audio's okay? Well, that's good to hear. I love Lich King. Didn't know they had private servers for them. Do you start at level 1? Yeah, this server starts at level 1. You know, if you want something to do, just somewhere to pass the time until Classic is released, I'd definitely recommend jumping on this server right now. Especially as they have a bonus experience at the moment for leveling. So there's like 6 times XP rate at the moment. Until patch 3.2 content is released, which is like in 5 days. So for the next 5 days you can have 6 times XP rate. So I recommend jumping on it now, you know, before Classic was released, because when Classic was released, no one's going to be playing this server, pretty much. Population will probably cut in half. I mean, the population's been pretty good on this server, in all honesty, but it's dropping off because of the classic WoW launch. But yeah, I mean, you start level 1, you got 6 times XP rate, you normally only have 3 times XP rate, and this is definitely the best Lich King server available on the internet right now. In my opinion, I don't think any other of the servers are comparable to this one, really. I like the original DK design because you wanted one of each DK specs in every raid so you can get each of the improved presences. Well, the presences don't provide raid buffs, so do they? Wanted one of each DK specs in every raid so you can get each of the improved presences. What do you mean? The presences didn't provide some raid buff. I'm failing to understand what you mean, Call. But yeah, I mean, like, when I'm in improved blood presence, I heal a shitload. I leveled in a spec, well, I leveled in blood spec with improved blood presence. Stayed in blood presence all the time, and you just heal so much. Server is Omega WoW, I'll put it in the title. Oh, you mean when originally released? That's interesting. Raid wide, seriously? Are you serious? Raid wide? Oh my god. You mean the effects that I can see right now? You gotta be joking. So this was a raid wide buff? This is really interesting. Increasing damage by 15%, healing everyone for 4% damage dealt. No way was that raid wide. I can't believe I removed that because that would have been awesome. Even if it was like a reduced effect. Like you said, it would have been useful to have every single kind of DK in the raid group. You used to have a 5.1k gear score prop paladin, loved tanking back then. You know what? I also had a prop paladin back in Lich King. I think that's what I played. And probably got to the similar gear score as you, actually. Why am I walking? Is this normal? Yeah, it is, actually. So, well, still, I mean, I don't know why to remove that because that's awesome. Where? Let you see my face, just to cover it. Oh my god, that's what happens when you edit stream on in the middle of this phase. They did. I think they removed it pretty quick. I remember it wasn't around in old WoW. Well, that's a shame. Trial of a Crusader. I'm just trying to think personally. See, when I was playing Wrath of the Lich King, I didn't really know that much about the game. I was pretty much a World of Warcraft idiot, in all honesty. So I just can't remember stuff like that. Honestly, I have no memory of presences being raid wide though. No memory of that. Because in that way, they are basically auras, aren't they? I think when Blizzard released Death Knight as a hero class, they really did fucking mean it. On stream, by the way. Well, I'm just saying, in case you take clothes off. Yeah, probably. I've got a microphone. What do you mean? Hold on. Wash my shorts? My gym shorts? Owns them. Navy blue one. Well, we shouldn't have been in a wash basket. It is a big cup. There's a very interesting story about how I obtained this cup actually. I was buying Belgian beer from this pub and I was drinking it out of this cup. But I bought all this beer from this guy because it was like a pub but also an off license, and the guy couldn't be bothered. He basically couldn't be bothered taking my glass back to the bar, so he just let me keep it. I'm quite happy about it because it's not the most common of glasses in the world. Like, you probably wouldn't be able to buy this online. I don't think so anyway. I'll show you in a sec. Like, if I can show you, where's my webcam? I'll show you. As you can see, look at the stem of the glass. It's like there's like a little mansion on the glass. Not focusing, but wait, there must be. Did I not put them in the top drawer? I always put them in the top drawer. Oh no, I think they're actually in my car. No, that's my spare pair. They're in my car. Do you want my keys? Go up. No, they're in my bag. My bag's in my car.
Oh, not me.
Why not? We'll get someone else to do it. No, I have some better ones. No, hold on. What happened? Oh, I'm dead. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything happening on the server today. Anyone want to see me stream vanilla stuff instead? Classic WoW. I'll stream some classic WoW. Oh god, that's bright. Oh, I've not got the right realm list. Bear with. Got to change my realm list to Lights Hope. But this cup isn't actually that big. If you look at it closely, it's quite short. Yeah, it's quite small. It's because, I mean, you guys probably know this more than me. In England, they serve beer in pints, which is about 600 milliliters, I think, or 500. It's quite a lot. And in Europe, continental Europe, they sell them in well, glasses of this kind of size, more like 375 ml. It's called a pincher. I think it's called a pincher anyway. When I was in Belgium, I just used to say pincher Astableef beer, please. Anyway, the last time I was leveling on this server, I was leveling with someone from the stream, and we were doing Locomodan quest. It was quite fun actually. I need to get some quests. Rat catching. There he is. So looks average to me, fair enough. It's probably average to like, well, it depends where you're from, Dill. Where are you from, Did? You not go to work in the morning, mister? Nah, Nick, I don't. No, I quit work actually. No, I don't have work in the morning. That's why I'm drinking rum and root beer to the early hours in the morning. I mean, Nick, don't you have work in the morning? Iron Band's excavation. What the fuck is that quest? Oh, that's just like a send quest, isn't it? To the next area. Which is there. And it doesn't exist. Oh, alchemy trainer. Cool. No, I don't work at UClan anymore. I quit like 2 months ago. That's quite a while ago now. I can't find this mountain name. He's probably an escort or something like a... Well, not an escort, he just patrols around and I can't find him. Anyway, let's go and kill some rats. Some rat bastards. When Classic comes out, how long are you going to play the first day? Right. Been thinking about this for a while. I'll read your message in a minute, Nick. For some reason it's been held for review because YouTube shit. So, yeah, I'm gonna kill stuff on the way to north. Like, that door closed, that door's closed. When Warmain launched their new server, to be honest, it was pretty pointless because no one really noticed, but so there's a few streamers streaming the launch of the the Burning Crusade server, and I streamed for 36 hours straight. Right, it was pretty unhealthy, and it probably knocked a few years off my life. But fuck it. And my goal with that stream was to just stream longer than anyone else, than any other streamers. Right? I was determined to stream more than any other streamer, and that's what I fucking did. But I don't think anyone really noticed that I streamed longer. But yeah, it's 36 hours straight. So my idea with the Classic WoW launch is I will stream, maybe I'll make an absolute commitment, I will stream longer than any other streamer. Right, which might be difficult because I know there's quite a lot of streamers who are going to launch Classic WoW launch, so might be difficult. People getting paid a lot more than me to keep them motivated. So, but I don't know, 36 hours last time. That was, 12 hours more than what most people stream. So I can definitely do 36 hours again. The interesting thing though, at the 36 hour point, I was like really starting to like pass out, and some guy, he recommended for me to start shotting Tabasco. So I shot in Tabasco. I was like, you know what, I could probably stream for another few hours. I could probably go on for quite a lot more right now. But I didn't. Because I was like, you know what, I've streamed longer than anyone else, I'll just call it a day now. But I could have streamed a lot longer. So, I could stream longer than 36 hours. Anyway, must be because I swore in a message. Oh, damn. I need to, read the message. Let's show it, first of all. Fair. I recently quit my job also. 2 weeks. Oh my god, hold on. Let me read this. This will be interesting. 2 weeks graduate job, and they wanted us to work 60 hours a week selling shit on the streets. Did not say that in the interview. So back on the jobs. I'm not surprised. What the fuck? Everyone should read Nick's message. That is fucking 60 hours a week selling shit on the street. That's pretty brutal. Like, my first graduate kind of internship, it was very, very part-time. It was 3 days a week. I worked 10 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the evening. 3 days a week. Pretty standard for an internship. 60 hours a week. To be fair, you said graduate job, not internship, so maybe it's a bit different, but... Wait, do I need those intestines? Jesus Christ, that is, selling shit on the street as well, that is... what's it called? I don't need that. Peer marketing? There's like a specific word for that, isn't there? Peer marketing? I could be wrong by that, but that's like a specific kind of marketing. It's a specific kind of skill set. So when I was on the job search, I was progressing into digital marketing careers, like that kind of path. But the kind of physical marketing, I was not engaged in that. Because fuck that. I don't like talking to people. Fuck people. I don't even like people, mate. But yeah. Because I was applying for this job with a Tika or a Kika or something, and can I body pull? Please body pull. Please body pull. Please body pull. Oh my god. Hello. Please body pull. Oh my god. I knew that would happen. I bet I've pulled 50 of them. Yep. Classic WoW. Anyway, yeah, I applied for this job with Anika in Manchester, and they didn't really specify in the interview what kind of marketing company they were, and it was all like physical peer-to-peer marketing, and I'm like, well, I don't want to fucking do that. Like, should have read my CV. I don't have that skill set. But I turned up for the interview, and there was like 5 other people at the interview, and there was loads of interviews. I know for a fact there was loads of interviews. And I went to this interview, and they were like gibbering on, and I had to be interviewed with. Right, it was like a joint interview, so I had to be interviewed with more than one person. Right, for a start, which was weird. She was female, so I was courteous, and I gave her the chance to go first. And then she left, and then my interview finished, and it became very clear that it was not the kind of marketing I wanted to progress into. And plus, it just felt like he gave such a generic response. Like, he gave the exact same response to me and he decided that I got the job, to the trial, to the girl before me. So I'm like, well, you're just trying to accumulate like hundreds and hundreds of people, really, aren't you? And I just got a bad feeling, like whenever a job is like letting loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of people to the interview, and you kind of get that vibe, I would avoid that job, because they're not really thinking very strongly about who they apply for, and more or less the reason why they're opening the job to so many people is because they want free labour. They want to put loads of people on some kind of trial or an internship and just kind of get loads of free labour. A lot of companies are exploiting graduates to get free labour, and whenever you get that kind of vibe, you should avoid it. And I got that vibe from that job. Spider-Ica. I should have sold my shit, really. I need to go back and sell my shit. Let's do that. Not exactly far away, are we? Anyway, sorry, I'll catch up on the chat. What's the deal with players filling action bars with basic spells like auto attack? Yeah, I don't understand it anyway. I saw some streamer do it, and I thought I'll just do it for a laugh. And I think it's because, like, when you engage in combat, you get this flashing red shit. And I guess some people like the look of it. Honestly, I've decided I don't. I think it's distracting, so I'm gonna fucking remove it. Fuck you. There we go. I need a vendor. Yeah, WoW main TBC was nice launch. Do you think even with layering, will there be lag? I mean, lag on the official servers? I don't really think so. I don't think there'll be lag on the official servers. I mean, there wasn't even lag on private server launches. I think Blizzard can manage. Buy my absolute shit. Ooh, I need that shield. Might need it. For leveling. No, for dungeoning. I'm level 15 now, aren't I? I can do a Dead Mines run. As a healer. Cool. So let me sell my shit and I'll catch up on my chat. I'm being a bit slow because I've drank quite a lot of rum, so I might keep that shield actually. Right. Intellect gear. Oh, hello. No, I won't equip that. Sell that. Right. Let me catch up on chat. So yeah, mate, first day I've been rained on and been told I still have to work the full 12-hour day was breaking point for me. I did not go to uni for that. Yeah, you're definitely not hitting the nail there. I mean, mate, you didn't go to uni to earn less than 30 grand a year. That's another thing you need to solidify in your fucking head right now, because, like, I remember talking to... So the day I was leaving my intern, it was an internship. The day I was leaving my internship, there's only really me and some other girl who were like looking for other jobs, and this girl I was working with was ready to settle for 18 grand a year. 18 grand a year. I'm like, what the fuck? You can earn more as a shelf stacker in Asda, right? Because for some reason Asda pay their staff like loads of money. In fact, Aldi and Lidl pay even more. Like Aldi and Lidl pay like £9 an hour. You'd be earning more working as a shelf stacker and checkout person in Lidl or Aldi than you would be as a digital marketing strategist with a degree. You know what I mean? So yeah, you gotta be careful. 18 grand a year, and I'm like, what the fuck? If I was still applying for jobs, I would expect at least 20 grand a year, but preferably in the region ballpark of 22 to 25 grand. Because, you know, if you've been to university, you've spent like 40 to 60 grand to get your qualifications, you want a decent salary for when you get out of uni. 18 grand is like, fuck me. I think my mum probably, if my mum worked full time and she wasn't ill and stuff, she could earn more than fucking 18 grand a year. And she doesn't have a degree. She has a hairdressing qualification, you know? Just to put it into perspective, I mean, my dad doesn't even have a degree. My dad has some kind of diploma in civil engineering. I don't know how much my dad earns. Fuck me. About 70 grand a quarter. My dad is a properly 100% self-made man. Like, my dad at my age was a labourer, working on a building site on minimum wage. Shoveling shit into cement mixers. Now he's like a full-time freelance land surveyor earning 70 grand a quarter. 70 grand every 4 months. 3 months, whatever. You know what I mean? He's a totally self-made man because he built his own business. Well, you know this more than me, Nick. I mean, unsure. I would always recommend. I mean, fair enough, getting a job is great and everything, but I always recommend considering an entrepreneurial route, even if it's just a little bit of a side hustle. Anyway, let me catch up on chat. Oh, hey, Brian Lee, how's it going, dude? Didn't you, Brian Lee? Did you leave a tip on the last stream? Did you leave a tip on the last stream? Tell me if you did, because I need to remember that. Completely agree with exploiting graduates for free labour, homie. Be more cautious in my future job hunt. Yeah, definitely. Get on LinkedIn, Nick. Check out LinkedIn. People don't piss around as much on LinkedIn. That's what I'd recommend, LinkedIn. Build a good LinkedIn profile as well. That's what I would recommend. Like if I had carried on with my job hunting, I got to a point in my job hunting where I made such a good LinkedIn profile that I was getting asked to interviews. So, I mean, the last interview I ever went for, I didn't actually apply for. The company found me on LinkedIn and then asked me to come. So yeah, there's that. But like, I just kind of got sick of my job. Like I was in, like I may as well tell everyone straight. So like, there's a couple of reasons why I quit my job. First reason, I don't like being told what to do. I fucking hate being told what to do, especially from a woman. That's the first reason. I don't have anything against my old boss. In fact, she was really, like, probably one of the she is the best boss I've ever had. Really sweet, really polite, really overly caring, honestly. But I don't like being told what to do, especially from a woman. Right? Which I don't care how that makes me sound. I just don't like being told what to do by anyone, really, regardless of gender. So that's the first reason I quit my job. And second reason is, like, I think I think too much. I overthink things too much. So, like, I was thinking to myself, you know, I'm working like 45 hours a week to make the university I'm working for. I'm making them loads and loads of money with my marketing skills, but I'm still getting paid the same every single month. Doesn't matter how hard I worked, still get paid the same every month. Like, there were some weeks where I'm like, I'm just not going to do any work any this week. I'm just going to work on my YouTube channel all week because my boss is off work. So I'd like spend weeks just working on YouTube and I'd still earn the same. And it kind of just gave me that kind of perspective that, like, I'm working my ass off to earn somebody else who doesn't have to work that hard a lot of money. I was thinking, why not just get myself a career where the harder I work, the more money I earn. So that's why I thought, fuck it, I'll quit my job and do YouTube full time. I don't care at the point when I quit my job, I was basically earning half as much as I would in my full-time job on YouTube, but I thought, fuck it, I don't care if I'm earning half as much, because I don't really spend a lot of money anyway, because the harder I work on my YouTube channel, the more money I'll earn. So it's like, I don't understand how people can even motivate themselves to go to work. If, like, the harder they work, they don't even get appreciated for the harder they work. Especially in the UK, because everyone's fucking lazy in the UK. Because I know for a fact, right now, I get up every morning. Whenever I get up every morning, I know, like, the harder I work today, I'm going to earn more money. I'm going to see more success in my life the harder I work. So it's like, I'm going to work my ass off today. Because I know that the more I work, the more success I'm going to get. Whereas, like, if I was getting up for, like, a full-time job, it'd be like, well, it doesn't really matter how hard I work today, I'm still going to get paid the same every month. You know what I mean? Fair enough, like, the harder you work in a full-time job, you may get promoted, but you probably won't. Well, you might do, you might not. And even then, you're still getting the same set amount of money per month. Whereas, like, on YouTube, when you go down an entrepreneurial route, entrepreneurial route, then you get paid, first of all, for the harder you work, but also the more innovative you are, the more creative you are. So your income and your success is based on how hard you work, but also just how much you can think outside of the box. Whereas if you're in a full-time job, you're working for a company, it doesn't matter how much you think outside the box. Fair enough, you'll be more appreciated by your employer, you might get promoted and stuff, but sometimes when you're working for yourself down an entrepreneurial route, you might make a serious out of a box kind of thought which transcends your success and your career by a country mile, like by a significant amount. Whereas I feel like if you're working for a company, you're always taking tiny steps in your progression. Whereas, like, if you're going down an entrepreneurial route, you can take one innovative idea and cascade like a million steps in just one idea, one simple idea. But anyway, that's my opinion on it. How old are you? I'm 23 at the moment. 24 nearly, actually. Fucking hell. Fuck that. Oof. 24. Oh well. I mean, when my dad was 22, I was born, so I don't think I'm doing too bad for myself. No, I think it's when he's 21. Yeah, when my dad was 21, I was born. So it could be worse. I really need a wee, but I don't want to leave the stream. Paladin leveling is ridiculously easy. How old are you, Dick? Dill. I don't know why I read Dick. Like, I saw D and thick. The word Dick appeared in my head. The old Meta Goblin, yeah, I'm getting old, dude. Then again, like, a lot of the streamers, classic WoW streamers, are like in the late 20s, so I'm actually probably one of the younger ones. Could still be the youngest. Name a classic WoW creator who's younger than me. I don't think there would be. Try to think. Who? Even streamers or 25? Same age as me then, pretty much. But where are you from, Dill? You know, dill is my favourite herb. I'm obsessed with Dill. I'm 34. F you kids. I'll show a message because it's not really... You swear in the chat, for some reason it gets hidden. You know what YouTube's like these days. I haven't got OV, so why? Try the quest. Okay. 34. I always kind of had the feeling that you were young, older than other people. But why do you have an anime picture? You know what? It seems like every time I stream, Francisco appears in the stream. Every single time. And I appreciate that so much. He's like the only guy who appears in my stream without fail. So does Brian. Brian Lee appears very often. Fury is upon you. If it appears fairly often as well. Who else? Cole appears very often. I read his comments on all my videos as well. Anyone else? No, everyone apart from Nick, who appears sometimes. Anyway, I appreciate everyone. America. That makes sense since it's so late. You know, I have a weird fantasy about living in America. I don't think I suppose it's a weird fantasy, like it's some kind of sex thing. I just kind of, I wonder sometimes what it'd be like for me to grow up in America. How different it would be. It's such a different culture to the UK. Although I think it's becoming more similar. I don't know what will cost more. Oh, I thought I'd get a chain quest. That's the reason why I came back, is to get a chain quest. Anyone want some music on? You can leave requests for music. I always put people's requests on for music. I only need the spider record, don't I? Oh, I haven't checked the world chat for Dead Mind groups. Oh, people are farming Scholar Rep. What the fuck? How are those books coming along? The Dark Fantasy 1. Dude, you must have been following the channel for fucking ages. Right, I'm gonna leave myself crafting 78 linen bandages. I go to squeeze the lemon. Won't be long. I still haven't finished making them. There we go. So, Fury asked about my book. I haven't worked on my book in 2 months. I used to work on it quite a bit at work actually, whenever we were having a quiet day. But fuck, how much have I written out? Don't know actually. It's all on Google Drive now. Let me check that quickly. I'm gonna check how many words it is just to have a tiny flex. Oh god, I have so much fucking writing on here. Jesus. Where is it? Manuscript. The working title at the moment is Flight of the Black Stag. I'm not calling it Dark Fantasy 1. Let me look. It's 23,000 words at the moment. So, I mean, my manuscript, basically, you know, my manuscript used to be over 110,000 words. It was a finished book. Well, then I submitted it a few times, but then I just kind of fell out of love with it. I kind of reflected on it a bit and I thought, you know what, it's not that good. So I decided to rewrite the whole thing, but kind of use similar ideas. And at the moment, the rewriting process has got me to 23,000 words. The reason why I haven't worked on it 2 months is because I feel like you shouldn't work on too many things at once, ever. Like, I can't work on, like, YouTube, my relationship, and a manuscript all at once. I think it'll just, it's just difficult to motivate yourself when if you're trying to juggle too many things at once. So I've kind of decided that I'm just going to put all my time and attention into YouTube for now. Then when my life becomes slightly less about YouTube, where I can confidently upload less and still get the same amount of kind of income, I guess, then I'll designate more time to my manuscript, because I do want to fucking finish it. I've got a lot of ideas for it. But yeah, I'm just it's just there. It will be finished. It will be fucking finished, because like, I write like a maniac. Like, I can quite happily write 5,000 fucking words in a day. If I'm given 8 hours, I'm given a full day to write, I'll just write 5,000 words in a day, or it'll be done. I once wrote a 50,000 word manuscript in 2 weeks. But that was a little bit easier to write because it was from memory. Kind of like more of a diary. 50,000 word diary. Weird. Anyway. You still rolling Ninetale Rogue once Classic is out? Welcome to the stream, by the way, Bernardo. I think I've decided to play Human instead. For some reason I've just gone off the animations for Ninetale Female. I want to play Human instead, so that's what I'm doing. What do you think is different about it? Different about what? Sorry. I went away for a pee and I can't remember what I was talking about. Got 2 quests to turn in here. Juicy XP. Gripping. Thumbs up. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Richie. I don't know what you're talking about though. I don't know what's gripping. Anyway. Some quests to turn in there as well. So what I want to do is finish this blood sausage quest, maybe? Where do I complete Filthy Paws? What's the level? What is the level range over there though? We'll do Filthy Paws, whatever. Gonna upload on Blackwood again. Probably not likely. So I follow obviously the Red Pill community quite a lot on YouTube and everywhere really, and I know for a fact that a lot of Red Pill content just totally gets demonetized on YouTube. YouTube basically hates any pro-masculine content on YouTube. So I've decided that it would just simply wouldn't be worth uploading red pill content at all, because it's just going to get demonetized. And it'll just be work for nothing, really, you know? I need a top up. So I've decided not to. I mean, I might rebrand it as a more of a gym fitness kind of channel, because I feel like I have quite a few things to say about fitness that not a lot of people know about, and I have a lot of fairly good criticisms of other YouTubers, other content, other ideas. Oh my days, I've just pulled fucking loads of them. Relying on the fact that this guy might... Come on, get his heal off. Getting burnt to shit. Yeah, I mean, I might rebrand it as a kind of like a gym channel. I don't know. Well, I'll probably have to rename the channel, to be honest, to just my name or something. I don't know. Why are you playing this, man? Lol. Why not? I'm only playing this for the stream. I'm not playing it for myself. Welcome to the stream, by the way, baby powder. I mean, it's just something to do, something to kill the time before Classic comes out. Oh my god. I didn't pull, did I? Yep. Fucking hell. I have to bail it. I suppose I've got Flash of Light though. I have to use it at the right time. Concentrate. Concentrate. I didn't concentrate. To be honest, I did, but that was some fucking hefty spike damage there. I was waiting to use Flash of Light. No, lay on hands, but it just didn't work. Looks like the world chat is just full of weird stuff, not dead mine runs. I made a 3D printed Ragnaros. What does that mean? I mean, you 3D printed a Ragnaros using a real 3D printer. Really? What does that look like? If I made retail like had to like mop again PvP wood wise, would you play? Yeah? Probably. Don't even have to think about it. Old school Unholy Death Knight, I'd play that shit. I've searched for a long time for a good Cataclysm server, but there isn't one. I would like to play Cataclysm again. It's a cool expansion, in my opinion. Not a lot of people agree with that, but I don't really care. I mean, I thought it was a cool expansion. I mean, you got this big ass dragon trying to destroy the world. I just thought it was cool. I liked how sometimes you can randomly get killed in the world by Deathwing, and he got a special achievement. That was pretty funny. Right, I'll look out for this miner's gear. This is not the easiest dungeon in the world. Got out of the new race class combos. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't mind that too much, to be honest. Well, apart from some combos I didn't like. For instance, adding Tauren Paladin. No. I suppose there wasn't any other good options, really. I mean, Orc Paladin, could you imagine that? No. I suppose the Horde needed a new Paladin race, but fuck me, I mean... all the options were so bad. They shouldn't have added Goblin, they should have added a race that would have been more suited to becoming a Paladin. Because you can't have Goblin Paladin. Oh, that's 3 mobs. I should be helping out, not looting. I'm just gonna heal. Heal his pet. Oh my god. That pulls aggro though. Duo leveling is the way forward in my opinion because you just die a lot less. Oh shit. Kinda glad I did this resurrection quest. Oh, but I have no water. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. It's again bad. Valley power. Come on, I need some water. Oh my god. What did he do? Right. If I never played Horde back in the day, do you think the leveling experience is worth it? Honestly, no. I don't like the Horde starter areas. Like, you have to level him crossroads for so long and he gets very dull. Alliance has much better starting zones. Dungeon is lethal. God. Not working. It's not working. There's some alerts coming up there. This cave is lethal. Oh, someone follows on Twitch. And thanks for the subscribers as well. Yeah, this dungeon is lethal. No, not dungeon, cave. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Alliance is better for zones. I mean, you on Twitch right now? No, I'm not actually. Streaming on both platforms at the same time, so it was code issues. So, I just thought I'd do YouTube today. Oh, how am I gonna res in here though? Oh, there's a gnome here. Okay, I can res here. Is he gonna pull this or what? Nice. Above him. See if it's spawned. It's spawned here. Yeah, I mean, I've always just found the Alliance leveling zones a bit more interesting. I mean, Duskwood is amazing. I'd rather be in Duskwood than be in Crossroads. You know, the barren wasteland, boring. The levels on end. No dead mind runs. Shame. Where did I get this Blessing of Wisdom? remember this. Let's hope really offering TBC. That's interesting. I might actually play that. Ironically. Ooh, what do we get? Is that shield the only one that's useful? I don't have a useful shield. You are? When? Okay.